Well, good morning. What we're going to do today is this mower started running for about 30 minutes and started surging and breaking up real bad until it eventually quits. And what I believe it's the fuel line in the fuel tank has got a break in it. So I'm going to take it apart. We're going to check it and see if that's it. Right inside the fender. There's two of them. Okay. Got the two bolts on each side out of the front of the fenders. These handles has got like a metal bracket that goes down and hooks under, so I'm going to remove those. And there that is. See, that hooks up under that fuel tank. This side don't have that metal bracket because it's got the toolbox on this side, so yeah, we'll just go on. I removed the pin out of the seat, so I'm going to take that off. Okay, I slid the seat forward and I'm going to take these screws out here. I unplugged the lights. There's only one plug right under this corner, so I'm assuming that's all there is. I'll take the gas cap off. Set it there. See if we can lift it off here. Here we go. Okay, I think my problem is right in here. We're going to clean this up a little bit before I take and pull that off. But I believe it's right down in here. If I'm wrong, I'll post it anyhow just to show you how much work I'll go through when I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. I'm going to cut this twist tie or zip tie here. Alright. Darn. And it's even got grease on it. That was tough. We'll remove these fuel lines. Slide that clamp back. Stand to the side in case it sprays me. This one's probably under pressure because of the fuel pump. And it slid right off. Boy, that was way too easy. Okay, unplug this. Let me get my wrench. This really wasn't a bad job. There was only 2 bolts holding the front part of the fender on. And 2 bolts in the back of the seat holding the back part on, and unplugged the lights. I made it look difficult, but it wasn't. Okay, here's the moment of truth to see if I'm correct on what I think it is. Sheesh. Here's what I thought it was. I thought this hose was split or broke or something. I mean, there's a little bit of trash on this filter. But this is off of there for some reason. Kind of makes you wonder, how would it even work if that was off of there? It had to be just touching. That hose is split. See if it's split anywhere else. And it's split at the top too. Anyhow, this is what I was going after. I felt that this hose was split. And I see it's got a split there. It's got a split at the top. I'm going to change it. I went this far. I'm going to go ahead and change it out, and we'll go from there. Every time I touch this, it rips, it tears, it splits. I'm going to see if I'm going to go get some and check on some of these kind of style clamps. I would imagine a regular hose clamp would work, but I'll get some when I'm up there. All right, I'm back from the parts store. $6.70, and that's only because I had to buy 4 clamps instead of 2, and they only had it in a 5/16 in a 2-foot piece. I wanted to buy more, but that's all they had, so that's what we'll deal with. So okay, we need a piece about that long. Set it up here on this metal where I can cut it. I'm trying to not cut myself. Okay, there it is. I could have probably went somewhere else and seen if I could just get a short piece, but what I probably burnt in gas out of trying to save. Okay, let's take this back out. I'm surprised that that fuel pump was not even hooked to that when we pulled it out of there. The only thing I can figure, no, I can't figure. I was going to say, I don't know how it was running. Let's put it on the fuel pump first. And slip the clamp on. And let's put it on this end. Oops, almost messed up. Slip the clamp on. And you know what? There's something in there. Let me see what that is. Bottom half of the, oh, it's something. I bet it goes over that fuel thing. I bet it goes on here somewhere. We'll see. Let me look. I'm going to try to get this the same distance down as it was before. Okay. Of course, my screwdriver's not laying close by. You know what I think this is? I don't think that's part of my fuel pump. I think that's the top off my gas can that I've lost, that nobody knew where it went. In any case, it ain't going back in there. Alright. Let's go ahead and set this back in. That's what it looks like. I got the clamps all on. Got it on there. Pretty much got the same size as it was, so it should be about the same height in the depth in the bottom. Cleaned out the trash off the bottom of it. So we'll stick this bad boy in there. Could have probably got a new gasket for here, but this job was a lot. Alrighty. These weren't real tight. There wasn't much more than hand tight. I don't know if there's a sequence to tighten them down, but we'll just kind of do something here. We're in plastic, so we don't want to get crazy. It had a metal insert in there, though. I'll stop. I don't want to go till I hear the crack. Okay, let's put this one back up. You know what? I think that, well, I'm going to put a real hose clamp on there. Not that that's not a real one. There we go. Okay, now we'll push this one up. There we go. Gotta keep moving it around and get it in the shade. It's too hot. Put the bracket off of it so it would be a little lighter when I was trying to put it back on. I kind of struggled with it when I was taking it off without it, with it on there. There it is. Darn, I made that look hard. See right there in front of the wheel, there's a bolt that goes in there. Alright, well, I'm going to put this piece on the other side. This is what goes into that handle and then bolts up into there, and this hooks underneath the tank right there. So it kind of holds it all in place. Right here. Right underneath the spout. Okay. Put the seat back on. It pulled the plastic end off this plug, where it plugs into the safety under the seat, so I'm going to go ahead and slip that back in there. And put in there. Clip. There we are. All right. I'm going to take it for a ride. I'm going to mow a little bit, and usually by 30 minutes it would quit, and I'll come back and we'll discuss how it went. Well, it ran good. So, lucked out again. I'm not saying that that fixes every mower, but it fixed this one.